Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 32nd Annual Awards for Engineering Excellence. My name is Caroline Andrews, and I'm the President and CEO of the Association of Consulting Engineering Companies, British Columbia. It is my great pleasure to host today's gala presentation along with Ian Ward, who's over there, Chair, ACEC Board of Directors. We begin by acknowledging the importance of the land we each call our home, and to recognize and thank the Indigenous peoples whose ancestral relationships with the land continue to this day. Our association is based in the ancestral and unceded Coast Salish territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations. And today, we are joining you from a region also home to the Katsi, Kwantlen, Kwikwetlam, Kikite, Stalo, and Stumeenis nations. Acknowledging Indigenous territory provides us all with an opportunity to consider the benefit we gain through access to land and our shared responsibility for stewardship. Additionally, we reaffirm our commitment and responsibility in improving relationships between nations and appreciate the impact we have on the people and communities in which we work and live. Please join me in a moment of reflection to acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past and to consider how we are and can each, in our own way, try to move forward in a spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. ACEC BC represents more than 80 consulting engineering firms who collectively employ 10,000 people across BC. Our purpose is to serve the interests of members through advocacy, creating opportunity for collaboration, and building profile for members and the industry. Each year, we take this opportunity to recognize and celebrate the outstanding work of our members and the contributions they make to communities around the world. The people and projects featured today are ambassadors for our industry and demonstrate our member technical excellence, innovative design, and personal commitment. Our program today will run about 90 minutes, including a short break at about 50 minutes. We will begin with individual award presentations, including Young Professional, Client of the Year, Equity, Diversity and Inclusion, and Meritorious Achievement. Following a short break, we'll return and present the Category Project Awards, and we'll conclude with presentation of the Lieutenant Governor's Award. So pop the bubbly, get comfortable, and let's get started. And now I'm pleased to introduce my co-host for today, Ian Ward.
Thank you, Caroline. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ian Ward, and I'm the chair of the ACEC BC Board of Directors. It is a pleasure to be here in the studio with Caroline and to join all of you watching today as we celebrate together with colleagues, partners, and clients. It is my great pleasure to introduce Her Honour, the Honourable Janet Austin, Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia. The Honourable Janet Austin was sworn in as the 30th Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia on the 24th of April 2018. Prior to this appointment, she spent 15 years as Chief Executive Officer of YWCA Metro Vancouver. An active volunteer for many organisations, Her Honour is deeply committed to helping improve the lives of others. Her Honour is Chancellor of the Order of British Columbia and was invested as a member of the Order in 2016. She holds an Honorary Doctorate of Laws from Kwantlen Polytechnic University and a degree in English from the University of Calgary. Please join me in welcoming Her Honour, the Honourable Janet Austin.
Hi, Chikasiyam. Hello, friends. I'm Janet Austin, Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia, and I'm delighted to welcome you to the 2022 Awards for Engineering Excellence. It's wonderful to join you to mark the outstanding achievements of these award recipients. For more than 30 years, the Association of Consulting Engineering Companies has recognized the exceptional work that goes into the diverse and challenging projects undertaken by organizations and individuals in BC's consulting engineering industry. Integrity is at the heart of these awards. The depth and breadth of the engineering expertise required for nominated projects is critical for public safety and the operational success of the infrastructure of our province. Your work must meet the most stringent standards of care and diligence, factors that are not always understood or fully appreciated by those who do not share your responsibility for protecting public safety. It is my honor, therefore, to speak on behalf of the citizens of the province and all our visitors in recognizing your substantial and positive impact through these awards. I want also to acknowledge the leadership of your association for all that you do to ensure the highest standards of professionalism and to educate the general public about the importance of your work. I feel great pride in knowing that our BC consulting engineering firms enjoy a stellar reputation around the world. As the representative of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of Canada, and on behalf of all British Columbians, I thank you all for bringing your very best to your work every day and for all that you do to ensure the smooth operation and safety of infrastructure projects in British Columbia and around the world. Haichka.
Thank you to Her Honor for providing such a warm welcome. Once again this year, we're trying something new as we celebrate the best of our industry. Yesterday, we were able to toast our 2021 award recipients and to connect with members and friends in advance of today's gala presentation. It was lovely to see you all again, and I'm excited to share that we'll host a 2022 Awards for Engineering Excellence reception on June 22nd. This year's hybrid approach to celebrating our members is only possible through the incredible commitment of our sponsors, who once again supported us to make sure this event is fully accessible to everyone interested in joining the celebration. We are grateful for their generosity and hope you enjoyed connecting with them during the pre-broadcast reception. A special thank you to our presenting and engagement level sponsors for their continuing commitment to the event. I'd also like to take this opportunity to say thank you and welcome to special guests joining today, and to our friends in the legislature who sent greetings in advance of the event. We appreciate your continued support for our industry, and we welcome you here today to celebrate exceptional ACEC-BC people and projects. And now it's time for us to get started with our first award category, the Young Professionals Award. The consulting engineering industry and our association thrive thanks to committed professionals at all stages of their career. At ACEC-BC, our Young Professional Network benefits us all through their active participation, advice, energy, and leading by example as they build an inclusive, thriving community. Each year, we recognize an outstanding young professional member of our association who has made significant contributions to our industry through technical performance, community leadership, and professional service. Before announcing the recipient, I would like to give a special thank you to our award sponsor, Victor Insurance. This year, we received many compelling nominations for the award. At the end of the day, the jury determined that there were 2 exceptional candidates and that both were highly deserving of recognition through the award. So, this year's first co-winner of the ACEC-BC Young Professionals Award is Pia Abercrombie, P.Eng, ENVSP, Project Manager and Bridge Engineer with McElhaney. Supremely organized, professional, and thoughtful, Pia is a key member of the McElhaney team, known for her commitment to client success and community engagement. A highly engaged member of ACEC-BC since moving to Canada from New Zealand in 2015, she led the ACEC-BC Young Professionals Group through the first year of the pandemic, quickly transitioning to fully virtual operations, including the first fully virtual ACEC-BC conference. Joining a relatively new bridge engineering division at McElhaney, Pia quickly established herself as a strong technical practitioner and played an important role in building the culture and reputation of the group. Her commitment to principles of sustainability led her to achieve registration as an Envision certified professional, supporting her contribution as a key team member for sustainable design and Envision projects at McElhaney. An active volunteer, in addition to her long-term commitment with ACEC-BC's Young Professionals Group, Pia initiated and is the inaugural chair of the ACEC-BC Sustainability and Climate Change Committee. Her volunteerism extends beyond our association as an organizer and contributor to community projects at home and abroad, including her service as logistics coordinator for the Kibembe Bridge Build in Uganda through Bridges to Prosperity. Let's hear from Pia and McElhaney President and CEO, Alan Russell.
Pia Abercrombie is an amazing individual who, in a short 7 years has already had a profound difference or made a profound difference at both McElhaney and in our industry. Pia is passionate about everything she does and takes on, from being a founding member of our Bridge Technical Service Group and chair from 2019 to 2021, from helping develop and lead our sustainability and climate change practice, from being a passionate leader for our Women at McElhaney and EDI programs. Not only that, she is highly active with ACEC BC. She's currently the chair of the Young Professional Program, and as part of that role, she's on the ACEC BC board. She's also a founding member and chair of the ACEC BC Sustainability and Climate Change Mainline Committee. In addition to all this, Pia is a passionate and terrific engineer and project manager and technical leader in our Bridge group at McElhaney. Pia is more than a worthy recipient of the ACEC BC Young Professionals Award. Thank you.
I would like to thank Alan and McElhaney for nominating me for this award, and ACEC BC for the recognition for the achievement. What a humbling experience it is to be celebrated next to the amazing nominees this year. I would like to congratulate my fellow award recipient, who I will have worked with and think is very deserving. Lastly, I wouldn't be the engineer that I am today without the fantastic clients that I get to work for and the really talented colleagues that I work with on a daily basis. Thank you again.
Congratulations again, Pia. And thank you again to our Young Professionals Award sponsor, Victor Insurance. As Caroline shared, the jury this year decided to recognize 2 exceptional young professionals who contribute their time and considerable talent in our industry and with our association. This year's second co-winner of the ACEC BC Young Professionals Award is Danny Delaloy, Eng, Principal Engineer with Mott MacDonald. Danny is recognized as an effective communicator, technical leader, and strategic thinker who brings a high level of commitment and positive energy to her work and volunteer efforts. Early in her studies, Danny developed a passion for underground excavations, which led her to relocate to BC after completing her master's in geological engineering. At work and in the community, Danny is a committed volunteer, contributing to advancement of emerging professionals, equity, diversity and inclusion initiatives, and raising the profile of her profession with the next generation of engineers. At ACEC BC, Danny served with the Young Professionals Group, acting as chair and contributing on the ACEC BC board as we reimagined our association strategy. In 2021, she re-established the Resources and Energy Committee, taking the role of chair and working with members to build purpose and engagement with other industry associations and sector leaders. Danny's on-site experience spans the world, with multiple projects across Europe, the United States, and Canada. Her ability to learn quickly, lead assignments, and her keen eye for detail allowed her to take on increasingly complicated projects and be recognized by clients as a dedicated, creative, and technical leader. Let's hear more from Danny and Mott MacDonald Unit General Manager Canada, Chris Mealing.
Hi, everyone. I nominated Danny in order to properly recognize her commitment, service, and advocacy on behalf of young professionals for most of her career to date. I have the great pleasure of working with Danny both in this capacity as well as in a project capacity, and I'm thrilled to nominate such a worthy individual.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Chris, and thanks to Mott MacDonald for nominating me for the ACEC BC Young Professional Award. It's an honor to be recognized along with my co-recipient this year. I've been volunteering with ACEC BC for about the last 8 years with the Young Professional Organization and now with the Resource and Energy Committee. And I look forward to being able to continue to contribute to this great organization for many years to come. Thank you again.
And once again, congratulations to Danny and to Pia. In 2016, ACEC BC introduced the Client of the Year Award to recognize clients whose people and practices support strong partnership between client and consultant. Clients selected for this award encourage positive collaboration with consulting engineering companies through effective communication, fair and transparent process, and respectful working conditions. Partnership is the cornerstone of excellence in consulting engineering practice, and this award gives our members the opportunity to show our appreciation to select clients who go above and beyond to build community and partnership with our industry. This year, the ACEC BC Client of the Year is the City of Richmond. In selecting the City of Richmond, the jury considered their use of pre-qualification and concept sketches to support clear scope and delivery expectations, as well as the use of standard contract terms based on language developed by the MMCD. The city's engineering team was recognized for their excellent communication of scope and management of projects, which contribute to efficient change order process. Let's hear now from City of Richmond General Manager, Engineering and Public Works, John Irving.
Hello, I'm John Irving, General Manager of Engineering and Public Works here at the City of Richmond. On behalf of the City, I'm very pleased to accept this year's Client of the Year award. The engineering consulting community is certainly essential to the delivery of all of our infrastructure capital programs, operations, long-term planning and maintenance. We look forward to further collaboration with this community as we move forward and face the challenges of the future. Thanks again, and we'll see you all soon.
Congratulations again to the City of Richmond. Our association is part of a broader community of consulting engineering organizations across Canada. Together, as a community, we contribute to advancing the business of consulting engineering. Before we get to our next award presentation, it is my pleasure to introduce David Murray, Chair of the ACEC Canada Board of Directors, to share greetings from our national association.
Good evening, everyone. My name is David Murray. I'm the ACEC Canada Chair. Tonight, I'm happy to be with you. And by the way, I'm recording this message from British Columbia. On behalf of myself and ACEC Canada Board, I want to thank all the firms that participate to this year's awards program. They, along with their clients and other contributors to this project, all deserve our consolation. I also want to thank the jury members who committed many hours to review all of these submitted projects. Let's say a few words about ACEC Canada. ACEC Canada is the national voice of consulting engineering. We work closely with our provincial and territorial partners like ACEC British Columbia to promote a business climate that recognizes and rewards our members' contribution to our social, economic, and environmental quality of life. You can be proud of the important contribution of British Columbians to representatives on the ACEC Canada Board, Tim Stanley and Catherine Fritter. Our industry can help all levels of government achieve an integrated vision for the economy and the environment. Our services are an advancement on healthy community and a prosperous future for Canadians. Also, see grant opportunities for our industry to answer Canadian and world's energy needs and to access critical and strategic minerals and metals that are essential for a strong and environmental sustainable economy. The contribution of consulting engineering to society and more sustainable future is vital. Yet, it is frequently taken for granted. That is why tonight's celebration is so important. This award showcases our project by consulting engineering firms from across British Columbians, and their projects are benefiting communities and are in across country. Tonight, we recognize how creativity, innovation, and ingenuity are the tools used by our industry to tackle complex challenges and create opportunity for our clients in both public and private sector. In conclusion, I encourage you to celebrate your success this evening. You have great story to tell and to share with your colleagues all across the country. Thank you very much. Have a good evening, and again, congrats to all the participants. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup, David, and thank you also to the other ACEC team members and member organizations joining us today from across the country. And now on with our awards. Last year, we introduced the ACEC-BC Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Award to distinguish members who take action to advance our shared values of equity, diversity, and inclusion in their workplaces, communities, and with partner organizations. The award was proposed by members of the EDI committee to appreciate the considerable effort needed to effect change toward a more equitable, diverse, and inclusive industry. Like all our awards, nominees are considered by a jury of other ACEC-BC members representing the diverse people and practices that form our industry. This approach acknowledges that actions supporting equity, diversity, and inclusion are not the responsibility of any one person or group, and that real change only happens when it is core to the business practice of every member firm. Time, clear intention, and deep commitment are core to the efforts of our winners, who lead by example and demonstrate steps each of us can take to build an industry that includes all people. Before announcing our winners, I'd like to thank our award co-sponsors, ACEC, AXA-XL, and Mott MacDonald. Like last year, the jury chose to select 2 winners this year, recognizing the efforts of an individual and a member firm. This year's individual Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Award winner is Colleen O'Toole, P.Eng. A project manager with Kerwood Lytle's asset management team, Colleen's commitment to social justice, inclusion, and sustainability is evident in her work and her community. The breadth and longevity of Colleen's community engagement has been shaped by her indigeneity, professional and academic experience, and her engagement with Engineers Without Borders. Her commitment to dismantling systems that oppress and exclude led her to work within her community to mentor youth informally and through the Urban Native Youth Association. Professionally, Colleen's role with the asset management team allows her to express her technical expertise whilst engaging her cultural understanding to support all people to work towards safer, more inclusive environments for team members and clients. Engineering work can perpetuate cycles of harm, and it is imperative that we understand the implications of our decisions. Colleen's belief is that we have a crucial role in engaging the profession in critical conversations to show up and be accountable for our behaviors and to challenge the status quo. Let's hear now from Colleen O'Toole, our 2022 Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Award recipient, and her nominator, Sumita Tuyal, Director, Human Resources, Kerwood Lytle.
It was a great pleasure and honor to nominate Colleen O'Toole for the ACEC-BC Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Award. Colleen is not only a skilled engineer, but an exemplary leader committed to making a difference in her profession and community. She exudes a passion for social justice and is dedicated to creating inclusive spaces for everyone around her. Colleen has a remarkable way of bringing awareness of inclusivity to situations, challenging others to be accountable, and bringing EDI principles to life at her work and in her community. She acts as an inspiration to people around her and advocates tirelessly for the marginalized. Colleen, your colleagues and I couldn't be prouder seeing you win this award. Thank you for bringing your authentic self to work every day.
Chimegwich, big thank you. I'm extremely honored to be this year's recipient of ACEC BC's Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Award. I owe a huge amount of credit to the people in my personal, volunteer, and professional community who have been and are part of my story. We all have huge areas of unknowing and assumptions about the world. We can't change the world we live in on our own. Nobody can. We need our community to help us learn and unlearn the truth of the world. I'm grateful that ACEC BC and KWL recognize that diversity, equity, and inclusion is not optional, it's a necessity, and that we all have a crucial role to play in engaging the engineering profession in these critical conversations. We need to show up and be accountable in our attitudes, values, behaviors, and examine how we can challenge the status quo and change our business practices. It starts with you. This starts with managing our privilege, critically listening and taking the time to understand the problems we're trying to solve, educating ourselves by seeking out resources, authorities, dissenting opinions, and alternate viewpoints on the topics which we hold privilege. Thank you to ACEC BC for advocating in our professional community to advance the values of equity, diversity, and inclusion, and for the support of KWL in this journey. I believe that by intentionally building safe and inclusive engineering profession that reflects the full diversity of the communities we serve, we increase the relevance, resilience, and innovation of the solutions we develop.
Congratulations, Colleen. Our second recipient of the 2022 ACEC BC Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Award is member firm McElhaney. In their selection, the jury wished to recognize McElhaney's considerable effort and investment to engage a more diverse workforce, including changes to recruitment and retention practices and tracking progress through company key performance indicators. The introduction of diversity moments and invited guest speakers support team members to spark ideas, deepen conversation on inclusion, and engage team members to take direct action. The jury hope that sharing the considerable effort and progress at McElhaney will inspire other member firms to understand and adopt programs to support equitable opportunity for diverse people in the consulting engineering industry. Let's hear now from Tanya Sadlow, Executive Vice President and General Counsel for McElhaney.
Hi, everyone. It is an honor to accept the Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Award from ACEC BC on behalf of McElhaney. I am personally passionate about EDI, and particularly gender equity, and advocate strongly for the hiring and retention of more women in STEM careers, particularly in leadership roles. So this award is exciting. So a couple of sayings that have guided our journey. The first is that you cannot be what you cannot see. So we're building leadership teams comprised of diverse role models. The second is that silent support is not support at all. At McElhaney, we encourage our management and staff to be open and vocal allies of underrepresented groups. The third is that leading the EDI journey requires intentionally choosing diversity and making intentional changes to the systems in place that work against creating an inclusive culture. We're doing so much to increase diversity at McElhaney, and it's exciting to have this platform to tell you about it. We want to increase the number of women in STEM roles and leadership positions at the company. So we've set a 30 by 30 KPI to align with Engineers Canada's 30 by 30 initiative. We've also revamped our scholarship program to specifically include Indigenous talent, women in STEM, and LGBTQ+ in STEM scholarships. And our recruitment processes have been changed to attract more diverse candidates at all levels. We want to build awareness for EDI. We've introduced mandatory education in all areas of EDI and open all management and all staff meetings with diversity moments. And together, we're learning about unconscious bias, privilege, being an ally, and creating inclusive workspaces through a series of virtual events. We celebrate Black History Month, Asian heritage, and our multicultural backgrounds. We also host education seminars with topics ranging from Indigenous cultural awareness, residential school impacts, transgender issues, unconscious bias, and much more throughout the year. Our Women at McElhinney group also hosts an annual conference focused on topics that support women and those that identify as women in the advancement of their careers in STEM. We sincerely appreciate the acknowledgement from ACEC-BC of McElhinney's efforts to date, and we remain deeply committed to continue our EDI journey to achieve gender parity, to build an inclusive culture where all individuals new in their STEM careers see a career path with no glass ceilings, and where diverse perspectives are not only welcomed, but celebrated and sought after. So thank you very much.
Congratulations to the McElhinney team, and thank you for sharing your equity, diversity, and inclusion journey with us. Thank you again to our EDI Award co-sponsors, ACEC, AXA XL, and Mott MacDonald. Outstanding leaders strengthen our industry through their incredible technical, personal, professional, and community leadership. Beginning in 2001, our association has recognized the contribution of individuals who set an example of performance for all of us. To introduce our Meritorious Achievement Award and this year's winner, please join me in welcoming to the studio our presenting partner, BFL Canada, represented by ACEC-BC board member Jeff McLennan, BFL Canada's Western Region Practice Leader. Jeff, over to you.
Thank you, Ian. It's a bit better. There we go. Oh, you're gone. On behalf of BFL Canada, it is my pleasure to join as presenting sponsor again this year and to support the association in recognizing an outstanding leader in the industry. I have been a member and active volunteer with ACEC-BC for more than 20 years, and over that time, it has been a privilege to work together with exceptional organizations and individuals. The Awards of Engineering Excellence recognizes the capacity of the industry to connect people, understand the environment and technology, and deliver solutions to our most complex challenges. On behalf of BFL Canada, congratulations to all nominees and winners this year. Each year, this program recognizes an outstanding leader who shapes the industry through their personal commitment to their clients, teams, and broader community. It is my great pleasure to join ACEC-BC members in celebrating the immense contributions of this year's Meritorious Achievement Award winner, Karen Savage. Karen is a worthy recipient of this award, and it is a privilege to join all of you today to appreciate her contributions over nearly 4 decades in the industry. Congratulations, Karen.
Thank you, Jeff. And no matter how hard you try, you're still shorter than I am. Thank you, Jeff and BFL Canada, for your continued commitment to our association. Karen Savage, P.Eng, FEC, President and founder of Horizon Engineering, began her career as a construction manager after receiving a Bachelor of Applied Science in Civil Engineering from the University of British Columbia. After 10 years of working in construction and consulting engineering, Karen took the leap to create her own company, Horizon Engineering, a geotechnical firm where she built a culture supporting team members to access more flexible working arrangements. She is described by one of her nominators as synonymous with boldness, humility, and new ways of thinking. Horizon Engineering was, at the time, and for decades to come, the only ACEC-BC member firm led by a woman. A passionate professional, Karen's extensive and unrelenting service to the engineering profession is evident through professional service with ACEC-BC, Engineers and Geoscientists BC, Engineers Canada, and many other community and academic organizations. Beginning early in her career and continuing today, Karen supported the engineering community to the betterment of technical practice and to push for meaningful culture change to support diverse participation in the profession. Trailblazer, champion, mentor, and expert are just some of the words used to describe Karen by her nominators. Let's watch together and learn a little more about the winner of the 2022 Meritorious Achievement Award.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here today to say a few words on behalf of my colleague and a good friend, Karen Savage. and her achievement of this Meritorious Service Award for ACEC BC. I believe she is abundantly qualified for this award, and it's truly delightful to see her receiving it. She is known very widely throughout the community in terms of how much she knows, how much she keeps up to date on geotechnical engineering, her real passion to do things right, to get it right, to go the extra yard. She is often called on to sit as an expert witness. She is called on to be an advisor on boards and committees, and sometimes advisor to the government. She spent a great deal of time on the Professional Practice Committee at Engineers and Geoscientists BC. That was an extremely important role where they worked hard to develop guidelines for geotechnical as well as other aspects of engineering. And she also has worked in a very powerful way on the Engineering Qualifications Board to be able to look at the qualifications for people who are foreign trained coming into Canada, which is now about 50% of the new engineers in Canada. But Karen has done an outstanding job on that board and put in tireless hundreds of hours. So I hope you will agree with me that Karen is well deserving of this award. It is indeed a pleasure to see her get it. My congratulations go out to you, Karen. I'm absolutely thrilled for you.
So I've known Karen for over 30 years. We both went to university together. We went to UBC and graduated together in civil engineering. And then we both started our careers in consulting engineering together. Karen and I shared a passion early on for advancing women in engineering. When we graduated and started our career in consulting, what was really missing in the consulting engineering industry at that time was female mentors and role models. So we didn't have female leaders or managers in our work to bounce ideas off. There's no one who could share experiences with us or to help guide us in our journey on our careers. We were the support for each other when there wasn't support in our mutual or respective companies. When we joined, we were both in companies where we were the only woman engineer, or there was one other female engineer. And now what we see is the participation of women in engineering has really increased from about 3% when we graduated in the 80s to about 20% graduating now from universities. And what we're seeing in workplaces now, at least the workplaces where we're from, is that we're no longer the only woman, and that women entering the workplace are coming to an environment that's more welcoming because there are women mentors and leaders and managers and role models. She's an incredible role model. I wouldn't be here doing what I do today without Karen. She's coined the phrase, well, if we can't have mentors, we'll have peer mentors, and she's been my peer mentor throughout my career. Karen not only inspires, but she empowers. And throughout her career, she's empowered a whole generation of engineers. So for all of those achievements, she's a very deserving recipient of ACEC BC's Meritorious Achievement Award.
Although I had a good experience in geotechnical engineering when I came to Canada, but the Canadian experience is different. Geology here is different. And what I needed the most, someone like Karen to show me everything. And she did perfectly. So I grew with the company, and I learned a lot from a person that has a big heart, significant amount of experience. She works for the profession. At the same time, she has the personality to be a good mother, a good mentor. And to find a person that has all the qualifications at the same time is very difficult. So she well deserved to have this award.
She basically has cultivated this diversity that everybody from different cultures, backgrounds, and genders will have equitable access to this field. And we have this opportunity to work together to make decisions for our industry. So from early on, I realized mentorship has a high priority for Karen. And she likes everybody to have the opportunity of grow and have access for better technical understanding, professional reputation, or any kind of goals that they have to be able to achieve them. On behalf of myself and my colleagues, I want to thank you, Karen, for everything that you do. Congratulations on this award. It is well deserved.
Working with Karen is one of the most empowering experiences I've had, both personally and professionally. She inspires so much confidence in the people around her, and she really just lets us flourish and come to our best selves.
I'm with RAM Consulting. I'm a principal and co-founder. RAM and Horizon have been working together in the past, and in the past year, RAM acquired Horizon, and now working closely together to execute projects across BC. Karen obviously started the company 25 years ago and really set a culture and a vision that really attracted us to Horizon, specifically around the diversity and inclusion that they have, her volunteerism, and also her passion for the industry. I'm so excited for Karen to be receiving this recognition because it really touches on her entire career, where she's focused on excellence in project delivery, her volunteerism for the industry, and also what she's done for the folks in her organization here and ensuring that they have a career path that's meaningful.
I have known Karen for more than 35 years, and I can say with all confidence that Karen Savage is a visionary individual. She sees the possible, the future in people, and she sells it as she sees it. And the next thing you know, you are doing something you never thought possible, organizing a CC West conference, leading events for the Division for Advancement of Women in Geoscience, making a difference in our community. Karen passionately believes that the face of our profession should reflect the face of our society, and she has been a strategic catalyst behind so many events, initiatives, studies, committees, task force chairs, and changes that have made a huge contribution to increasing equity, diversity, and inclusion for the engineering and geoscience profession of BC. I cannot think of a better, more deserving, more inspiring engineer to win this award than my dear friend, Karen Savage.
I like to enhance the understanding and value of engineering in the community, and I like to enhance the participation of women in the engineering profession. Earthworks are such an expensive component of any project, so if you can have an awareness of what you're getting into with projects from that perspective, then it gives you a competitive advantage. Our staff was starting to get excited about Project 5000. It's got to be a special one. So around that time, we were asked to provide geotechnical engineering services to North Shore Search and Rescue's new facility that's going to be constructed near Cleveland Dam. We put together a little celebration, and we were pleased to give them a check for $5,000. Organized a public forum in Vancouver in 1990, which was the first opportunity for women in engineering to get together. And from that, the Division for Advancement of Women in Engineering and Geoscience evolved. I was the charter chair of that organization, participated in many committees throughout the years with Engineers and Geoscientists BC, and culminated in, at this point in time, being on council. All those connections were really important for me when I started Horizon Engineering. My network was a lot bigger proportionally than I was in terms of chronology. So that helped launch Horizon. Laterally in my career, because a lot of my volunteer work has been with professional practice, I think I've had an opportunity to elevate the profession by working on guidelines and policies and bylaws for different organizations and municipalities. After we started the Division for Engineers and Geoscientists BC, there was efforts to do career awareness. We started the mentoring program, which then was mainstreamed, and we did a lot of networking and professional development. We're always aware what we were doing was going first, and I'll quote from Martha Piper, who was our keynote speaker at the 1998 conference, when we asked her, how did you do what you did? And she said, I had the courage to go first. And so that really resonated for us, getting goosebumps just talking about it, because that's what we were doing. And we were very careful to do it in a way that didn't deter other women from following us and didn't trigger a reaction in our industry. I was serious about being a mom, and I was serious about being an engineer. So I joined ACEC, and until I think a couple of years ago, I was the only woman engineer, or the only president of an engineering company who was a woman. And when I signed the charter of membership, mine is the only signature from a woman. There's 50 signatures on it. The attention to diversity and inclusiveness was purposeful initially, but then it just became that we were just attracting good people because we became an employer of choice, because that aspect of our culture was valued. We're an early adopter of flex time and work from home, and now those are being mainstreamed as a result of COVID. I think within our Fab 4 mentoring group, I've been supportive and empowering and challenging to my friends, and they to me. I would encourage everybody to create space for young people, people from minorities to be heard. My grandmother built a very strong family. She was a matriarch and a role model for me. And about half of her 8 grandchildren went into engineering. So engineering is not something that's foreign, to our family. So my kids and my husband is an engineer as well. So certainly they probably knew that we would be really happy if they went into engineering, but they follow their own path. The only child that's gone into engineering is my youngest, John, and he went into electrical engineering like his dad, but he wants to work in buildings because he enjoys when we drive around town and I can point out the different buildings that I worked on, so I think he wants a piece of that. My eldest took more of the earth sciences, and the kids would get a little bit tired when we were driving around and I'd be pointing out slope failures, but it obviously resonated because that's where she's gone. And then my middle one has gone into kinesiology.
Mom, you are the most empathetic and kindest person I've ever met, and you have the strongest character out of anybody that I've ever known. I've loved watching you take all of that into every interaction that you have and watch you grow throughout your career, and can't wait to keep watching.
I just wanted to say we appreciate you, you inspire us every single day, and that we love who you have become and what you are today.
Congratulations on your award.
Mom, you've always been both my biggest supporter and biggest inspiration for becoming an engineer. I'm always amazed to hear about your accomplishments, and I think it's incredible how much you've achieved in your career. You've always said how proud you are of us, but I think you should just know how proud we are of you too.
I was active in their school classrooms, and I made many presentations to their classrooms on the topic of engineering, and developed those presentations to tie to the curriculum so that they would be well received by the teaching staff. And I'm really pleased that there's been at least one woman in each of their classes go into engineering, which I think is a remarkable statistic, actually. I'm very honored to receive the Meritorious Achievement Award. It feels like an award for longevity as much as anything, but I'm not done. I'd like to thank RAM Consulting for nominating me for this award, and I'd like to thank the jury at ACEC for considering my nomination and finding favor with it. I'd really like to thank everybody here who provided a testimonial today, for the team at home and the team at Horizon, and my friends and others in the community for all that they do to support me.
Congratulations, Karen. You're certainly an outstanding ambassador for our industry, and we thank you for your continuing service to the industry and to the professions. We're going to take a short break while we transition from individual awards to the project awards segment of our broadcast. The break is brought to you by our community sponsors. While we pause, please take a few minutes to refresh your beverages and connect with friends and partners. The Sponsors Lounge is also open, and don't forget to follow our live social media coverage and to post your own celebration photos on social media using the hashtag ACECBC Awards. We will return in 5 minutes for the final portion of our event.
shake the heat between your legs. You've been scared of love and what it did to you. You don't have to run, I know what you've been through. Just a simple touch and it can set you free. We don't have to rush when you're alone with me. I feel it coming, I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming, I feel it coming.
Welcome back. The focus of our celebration now shifts to the exceptional work we do as an industry to imagine, design, deliver, and manage infrastructure around the world. Working together with partners, our work impacts how people and communities experience their life every day. Each project nominated this evening involves more than the nominated firm. They're fantastic accomplishments resulting from collaboration between ACEC-BC member firms, partners, clients, and stakeholders. For 32 years, ACEC-BC has recognized excellence in consulting engineering through our project awards. Since 2021, all award content is hosted on a special website where you'll find information on our nominees, partners, and award winner videos. If you have not already visited, please connect with us at acecbcawards.com to learn more about our nominees this evening. Today, we will recognize Award of Merit and Award of Excellence winners in 7 categories. As always, all Award of Excellence recipients are eligible for additional recognition through the Lieutenant Governor's Award, which will be presented just prior to the close of our broadcast. Traditionally, all nominated projects were completed in the year immediately preceding this event, and with a gap year created by the pandemic lockdown in 2020, we decided to catch up this year, which means that nominated projects were completed in 2020 or 2021. For those of you wondering already about next year, we'll return to our traditional approach, recognizing projects substantively completed in 2022. More information will be available on our website and will be shared through our member contact list in the fall. Ian?
Thank you, Caroline. Before we present the awards, we'd like to take a moment to say thank you to our judging panel, who worked together to review all of the nominees and make the tough decisions regarding award selection. The jury met in a hybrid meeting this year, and we greatly appreciate their efforts to test this new format. Our chief judge for this year is ACEC-BC past chair, Janine Martin, Director, Pre-Construction, Carlson Heavy Civil. Joining Janine on the judging panel are Andrea Frisk, Dean, School of Engineering, British Columbia Institute of Technology; Carol Park, President, Engineers and Geoscientists, BC; Chris Atchinson, President, BC Construction Association; Devon Fitch, Director, Infrastructure Delivery, Port of Vancouver; James Olson, Dean, Faculty of Applied Science, University of British Columbia; Jeff Busby, Vice President, Engineering, TransLink; Carl Gustafsson, Chair, Architectural Foundation of BC; Haisalem, Chair, Squamish Nation Council; Leland Jackson, Associate Dean and Professor, University of Victoria; Pamela DeMark, Vice President, Exploration, Aris Gold Corporation; Steve Padnichuk, National Engineering Professional Lead, Marsh, Canada; and Stuart Rothney, President, Architectural Institute of BC. Thank you so much for supporting our community and for making the tough decisions. I look forward to seeing you on June 22nd to celebrate together. Now, let's get to our awards.
Thanks, Ian. Our first category is building engineering, which includes consulting engineering projects like electrical and mechanical systems, earthwork, structures and foundations, resilience, and energy management. The nominees for this year include Fastenep, SFU Stadium; Fastenep and Ben Gower, Fastenep Home Office; Horizon Engineering, Highline Metrotown; MCW Consultants, Roden Lodge and Evelyn Saylor Center Redevelopment; Morrison Hirschfield, Wigemsaga Solagse, student residents. RJC engineers, St. Andrews Wesley United Church Heritage Conservation and Seismic Upgrade. Stantec, Royal Columbian Hospital Mental Health and Substance Use Wellness Center. Stantec, Canada Games Aquatic Center Infrastructure Upgrade. And TWD Technologies and Energy Revolution Services, Williams Lake Net Zero Energy Building. And the award of merit in the building engineering category is RJC engineers, St. Andrews Wesley United Church Heritage Conservation and Seismic Upgrade. The renewal of St. Andrews Wesley United Church celebrates the rich history of the church while preserving its structure through key improvements to seismic resiliency, envelope durability, occupant safety, and accessibility. The revitalized exterior thoughtfully reflects the building's heritage, while the restored interior renews its original glory for a new generation and generations to come. Congratulations to RJC engineers. The Award of Excellence in the Building Engineering category is Fastenap, SFU Stadium. The new 1,800-seat stadium at Simon Fraser University is home to the SFU athletics team and a new facility for community and student events. The crowning piece of the design is a striking cross-laminated timber canopy which cantilevers 16 meters, providing weather protection for spectators below. Supported by steel girders, the canopy required careful structural detailing to ensure the exposed structure was seamlessly coordinated with the design team's vision. Congratulations, fasten up. Ian?
Thank you. Our next category is municipal and civil infrastructure, which includes projects that support our water and wastewater systems, solid waste, and other municipal infrastructure. The nominees for this year include AECOM and Graham Construction, McLaughlin Point Wastewater Treatment Plant. AWC Solutions, Salina DAF Retrofit Project, Binney, Lougheed Highway Upgrades. Kerwood Lydell, Macaulay Point Pump Station. Morrison Hirschfield, United Boulevard Recycling and Waste Center. Parsons, CRD Core Area Wastewater, Treatment Plant Conveyance System. SNC Lavalin, Kanaka Creek Bridge Seismic Retrofit. And Stantec, University of British Columbia Water Pump Station. And the Award of Merit in the Municipal and Civil Infrastructure category is Kerwood Lydell, Macaulay Point Pump Station. The Capital Regional District's new Macaulay Point Pump Station is BC's largest municipal sewage pump station, and with a capacity of 400 MLD, it can fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool in 9 minutes and still be optimized for daily flows. Rather than designing and selecting pumps for the peak flow, Kerwood Lydell focused on optimizing the station for the daily flows with a total of 8 pumps. During the November 2021 100-year rainfall event, the station responded flawlessly, conveying all flows as expected. Congratulations to Kerwood Lydell. And the Award of Excellence in the Municipal and Civil Infrastructure category is AECOM and Graham Construction, McLaughlin Point Wastewater Treatment Plant. The McLaughlin Point Wastewater Treatment Plant is providing wastewater treatment for the first time to the Capital Regional District population, using state-of-the-art tertiary treatment processes in a highly compact facility. Marine work included a horizontally drilled force main across a busy commercial harbor and the latest solid-walled high-density polythene outfall in North America. The facility provides a resilient and sustainable treatment solution that will protect the marine environment for decades to come. Congratulations to AECOM and Graham Construction. Caroline?
Thanks, Ian. Our next category is Transportation and Bridges, a broad category that recognizes excellence in road, bridge, tunnel, ports and marine, airports, transit, and systems that connect them all. This is our largest category again this year with 11 nominees, including AECOM, Tank Hill Interim Detour Design. Basis Engineering, Highway 1, Ilosawet, 4-laning value engineering. BGC Engineering, Gygax Engineering, and Urban Systems, Highway 99 10-mile slide stabilization. COE North America, Mosquito Creek Bridge replacement. Hatch, Centerm Expansion Project, Centennial Road Overpass. ISL Engineering and Land Services, Delta Port Truck Staging Facility. Clone Crippen Berger, CN Kitimat Subdivision, Mile 9.5, Landslide Remediation. Morrison Hirschfield, Taft Creek Bridge Rehabilitation. Parsons, Canal Lachine Bridge. Stantec, Galatly Road Bridge Replacement. And Tetra Tech, Infrastructure Vulnerability and Risk Assessment due to changing climate and extreme weather events. And the award of merit in the Transportation and Bridges category is Parsons, Canal Lachine Bridge. The Canal Lachine Bridge is a signature curved cable-stayed bridge in downtown Montreal that is part of the $1.5 billion design-build Turcotte project. The 350-meter-long structure uses an innovative, highly redundant composite steel grillage system, achieving both efficiency and elegance while accelerating construction and minimizing traffic impacts. This unique system outperforms in respect to reliability, durability, and seismic performance. Congratulations, Parsons. And the award of excellence in the Transportation and Bridges category is AECOM, Tank Hill Interim Detour. After severe storms hit British Columbia in November 2021, AECOM provided emergency assistance to reinstate the Trans-Canada Highway at the Tank Hill underpass, where road and rail infrastructure had been destroyed. AECOM mobilized a team to reinstate the corridor quickly and safely. Staff worked 24-hour shifts, 7 days a week in very cold conditions. What would have typically taken months was successfully completed in 8 weeks, and the road reopened on January 14th, 2022. Congratulations, AECOM. And back to you, Ian.
Thank you, Caroline. Our next category is Energy and Industry, which recognizes exceptional engineering in a broad category, including resource extraction, power production, and transmission, as well as industrial systems. The nominees for this year include Hatch, Minton Lane Dam Rehabilitation. Clone Crippen Berger and Hatch, multipurpose booms in BC hydro reservoirs. Clone Crippen Berger, St. Mary low-level outlet valve replacement. Northwest Hydraulics Consultants and Gygax Engineering, Site C temporary boom. RAM Consulting, H-frame elimination program. And SNC Lavalin, Barnard substation upgrade. And the award of merit in the energy and industry category is Clone Crippen Berger, St. Mary Dam low-level outlet valve replacement. Clone Crippen Berger was contracted to replace critical reservoir control valves in the lower level outlet at St. Mary Dam, while maintaining water flows critical to the region's agriculture, industry, and wildlife. Through innovative construction methods, including the use of underwater remotely operated vehicles, repairs were successfully completed without disruption to water flows that forms the lifeblood of Alberta's agriculture community. Congratulations to Clone Crippen Berger. And the award of excellence in the energy and industry category is SNC Lavalin, Barnard Substation Upgrade. Barnard Substation was built in the 1950s and required investment to meet energy demands while improving safety conditions for workers and the general public. Throughout the project, the team managed a number of significant challenges. Given the age of the facility, the existing site drawings and utility surveys did not reveal an accurate picture of the underground conditions. Therefore, the team had to adapt to several major hazards, such as underground power cables. The upgrade done as part of the substation's equipment will add the necessary infrastructure to support growing electrical demands for the next 20 years. Congratulations, SNC Lavalin.
Our next category is Natural Resource and Habitat, which recognizes excellence in protection or enhancement of natural resources and habitat. The exceptional project nominee in this category will be recognized with the Award of Excellence. Congratulations, AECOM, for your Maplewood Marine Restoration Project. The Maplewood Marine Restoration Project restored over 4.5 hectares of marine habitat at a site which holds cultural significance and is a priority for the Tsleil-Waututh Nation. The project involved more than 230,000 cubic meters of marine infilling to create subtidal and intertidal habitats and reefs, and transplanting approximately 125,000 eelgrass shoots to create a 1.5 hectare eelgrass bed to increase fish and wildlife diversity in the basin. Congratulations to AECOM.
Thank you. Our next category is soft engineering, a category that offers insight into the non-construction work our members do, including training, software, research, and development and studies. The nominees for this year include BINI, Compass Implementation on Handy Dart; GHD, Building Resiliency with a Zero-Emission Vehicle Transition Plan; Morrison Hirschfield, the Building Envelope Thermal Bridging Online Database; Mott MacDonald, Computational Design of the BART Silicon Valley Single Bore Transit Tunnel; Northwest Hydraulic Consultants, Northwest Vancouver Island Tsunami Risk Assessment Phase 1; Parsons, Vancouver Island Coastal Vulnerability Study; and Stantec, Capital Regional District Core Area Wastewater Treatment Project. And this year, the Award of Merit in Soft Engineering is Morrison Hirschfield, the Building Envelope Thermal Bridging Online Database. The expanded Building Envelope Thermal Bridging Guide includes details applicable to all Canadian climates and energy codes. It's a first of its kind online database, thermalenvelope.ca. Lets users easily search over 600 building envelope details, compare approaches to mitigate thermal bridges, and calculate the overall thermal transmittance of opaque wall assemblies. These tools, an important role in achieving net zero design and implementation within the industry. Congratulations, Morrison Hirschfield. And now the Award of Excellence in the soft engineering category is Parsons, Vancouver Island Coastal Vulnerability Study. First Nations communities on Vancouver Island are vulnerable to coastal storms and tsunamis, as well as to climate-induced sea level rise. Parsons created a unique hydrodynamic model covering 2,500 kilometers by 2,100 kilometers of the Pacific Ocean, superimposed with detailed local models to identify tsunami and storm event hazards combined with climate-induced sea level rise. Graphical vulnerability reports show inundation and can be used by communities to plan with confidence for climate change adaptation. Congratulations, Parsons. Caroline.
Thanks, Ian. Our next and final category gives us an opportunity to look at smaller construction projects. This category includes any built project where the total construction cost is less than $2.5 million. The nominees for this year include Associated Engineering, Kluskas Village Domestic Water System Improvements; MCW Consultants, UBC Javad Mowafagian Center of Brain Health and Cryo-Electron Microscope Hub; Mott MacDonald, Harrison River Bridge Pier 5 Timber Fender Renewal; and Westmar Advisors, Fast Track Barge Terminal Development. The Award of Merit in this category is Westmar Advisors, Fast Track Barge Terminal Development. When a new temporary marine terminal on BC's North Coast had to be designed, permitted, and installed in only 10 weeks, Westmar Advisors developed a unique design that combined offshore technology with floating components to meet the fast track schedule. The reduced environmental impact allowed for rapid environmental permitting and enabled construction of the facility in only 7 days. The design also enabled low-impact removal and cost-effective relocation of the entire facility. Congratulations, Westmar Advisors. And the Award of Excellence in the projects under $2.5 million category is Associated Engineering, Kluskis Village Domestic Water System Improvements. In response to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission of Canada's call to action, the Associated Engineering team adopted a community circle approach for this project. Through open dialogue and idea sharing with all stakeholders and the project team, they maintained full, honest, and respectful engagement throughout. By fully understanding the community's concerns and needs, Associated Engineering were able to deliver a reliable supply of safe drinking water to Kluskis Village for the first time in 20 years. Congratulations to the Associated Engineering team. Over to you, Ian.
Thank you, Caroline. With all our category winners now announced, it is time for our final project award of the evening, the Lieutenant Governor's Award. This award is selected by our judging panel from the 7 Award of Excellence winners just announced. To recognize the nominees and winners, please join me in welcoming back Her Honor, the Honorable Janet Austin, Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia.
There is no question that our BC-based consultancies set the international standard for technical excellence and innovation in engineering, and I take great pleasure and pride in serving as a champion for your truly splendid work. It is my great honor to announce the nominees for the Lieutenant Governor's Award for Engineering Excellence, all of whom are to be congratulated for their achievements. The nominees are Fast and EP for SFU Stadium, SNC Lavalin for Barnard Substation Upgrade, AECOM for McLaughlin Point Wastewater Treatment Plant, AECOM for Maplewood Marine Restoration Project, Associated Engineering for Kluskis Village Domestic Water System Improvements, a Community Circle Approach, Parsons for Vancouver Island Coastal Vulnerability Study, and AECOM for Tank Hill Interim Detour Design. And the award recipient is AECOM for the Tank Hill Interim Detour Design. On behalf of all British Columbians, I congratulate you and I thank you for your commitment to excellence. Haichka.
Thank you, Your Honor, and congratulations to the AECOM team, as well as our nominees and all winners this evening. That marks the end of our awards presentation. A huge thank you to my in-studio partner, Ian Ward, and to my team at ACEC BC, Alice Amusevich, Ben Abaspor, Chloe Tees, and Marcy Cochran. Thank you also to our event production partner, Inventa, and their team, including Randall, Raphael, Julia, Theo, and everybody else in the studio here. Many thanks also to our amazing sponsors who supported us to host this event virtually, ensuring free access to join from wherever you are. And of course, this event would not be possible without active participation from you, our members, clients, partners, and friends. Thank you for standing with us to recognize and support the outstanding accomplishments of our people and member firms. This concludes our 32nd Annual Awards for Engineering Excellence. We hope that you enjoyed your time together on our event platform and at your home and office parties. It's now time to, oh, I get one too. Excellent. It's now time for those of us in studio to kick off our uncomfortable shoes and enjoy a little bubbly. Take care and good night. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.